Hi guys and welcome to my latest YouTube video entitled Accounting is Life. And I would like to say thank you to my supporters, followers, and new subscribers. And for those who haven't subscribed at my YouTube channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. And please watch the video until the end because I promise you that you will learn a lot about our topic today. Okay, so our topic today, I will discuss with you about accounting. Okay, and then at the end of this video, you will learn why does this video is entitled Accounting is Life. Okay, so Accounting is Life Part 1. This is a two mini series of why this accounting is for life. Okay, by the end of this video, you will be able to learn the definition of accounting, the accounting cycle, and of course, accounting is life. Okay, so let us go first. What is accounting? Accounting, according to the American Institute of Certified Public Accounting, accounting is the art of recording, classifying, and summarizing in a significant manner in terms of money, transactions, and events, which are in part at least of financial characters and interpreting the result thereof. Okay, so let us elaborate the definition and let us learn a deeper way about the definition. Okay, accounting is an art. Okay, why is accounting is an art? Because accounting needs skills and creativity to create judgment. Okay, in what type of transaction we are having it. So we need to have a judgment. It needs a creativity in order for us to survive accounting. Of course, accounting is a science, but not an exact science. Why? Because one has to be trained in the skill to be able to perform the accounting function, which needs rules and principles that consistently changing. Okay, accounting has a consistent changing over time because it needs improvement, to which accounting is a human-made study, unlike science, wherein in science there is a theory in doing a certain matter or accounting certain particles or articles or etc. Okay, so accounting is an art. It is also a science, but not exactly science. Okay, accounting has an interconnected phases. Okay, first phases we call it recording. Accounting needs a recording because in accounting, we need to record every transaction. These transactions are very important in accounting because if we manage to not record anything, therefore we can easily forget those transactions. So in accounting, it needs a record or it is an act of recording. And number two, another phase of accounting, we need to classify or classifying. If we record the accounts, then we need to classify what type of accounts are we in. Is it debit or credit? Or is it accounts payable or asset or capital owner's equity? Okay, so we need to classify those type of accounts. And of course, the third phases is we have the summarize. We record them, what type of transaction, and then we classify what type of transaction, and therefore, if we already classify them, all those transactions, and then we need to create a summary of all of those transactions. Okay? Because it needs an interpreting by the end of the transaction. Okay? To which this will be carried out to the next transaction for the following years. Okay? So accounting has an interconnected phases. Okay, so let us elaborate more about these phases. These phases, okay, we can always look at the accounting cycle. So what is an accounting cycle? Accounting cycles begins with the identify the transaction. Okay, so recording. So what do we record? Okay, we need to identify what type of transaction do we have. Okay, is it debit or is it credit? Is it cash or is it accounts payable? Okay, so we need to identify those transactions one by one. Okay, so that is the first cycle of accounting. Okay, the second accounting cycle is we have the record transaction. Okay, we record those transactions. Another one in the phase of accounting, at the recording phase of accounting, we record the transaction. Number one, we identify what type of transaction. Then we go to number two, which we record the transaction. How do we record those transactions? Okay, we write them from left to right, debit, credit. Okay, or we put the different transaction to accounts payable or asset, accounts payable, and owner's equity. So we record all of those transactions. Okay, we record them very carefully because any misrecord from those numbers, it can sue us by the end of our transaction. Okay, we need to record them. Okay, the number three, the accounting cycle, the third step in accounting cycles, we call it, we post those record data to the general ledger. So we post them to the general ledger. Okay, so we post them in our worksheet. Okay, if you are a student, we post everything that we read from the accounting journal to the general ledger. Because in this general ledger, after we record all of those transactions, we simply calculate the unadjusted trial balance. Bakit nagkakaroon ng unadjusted trial balance? Because there are some accounts that called prepaid accounts, prepaid payments, unearned rent, or etc. It needs to be recorded here in this part of the accounting ledger. Okay, so we need to adjust every transactions that we have. Okay, and then of course after we calculate all of those adjustments, we make a adjusting entries. Okay, we make adjusting entries. Okay, if worksheet has been prepared, the data, these entries are in the adjusted column. Okay, in recording the adjusted trial balance, it is already done after we calculated it. So we just record it in the adjusting entry column. Okay, so after we record the adjusting column, so we need to create an adjusted trial balance. Okay, something like this one. Okay, in the adjusted trial balance, we already eliminate some of the accounting records, but we change those records, or we simply put unearned rent or prepaid insurance or prepaid expenses. Okay, so we need to record them to a adjusted trial balance. Before it was unadjusted, now it is already a adjusted balance. Okay, next step, or the number 7 step, we create a financial statement. Okay, after we create the balance, therefore we make a financial statement. Okay, financial statement is types of financial statement covers the balance sheet, the income statement, the statement of owner's equity, and lastly, the statement of cash flow. So these are the 4 types of financial statement. Okay, after we make a financial statement, of course, the 8th step in the accounting cycle is we make a closing entries. Okay, we make to close those entries. Okay, because these entries must be cleared. We remove all the expenses and income into a one account title or the capital. Okay, so that's how we remove the old transaction, and we created those transactions, those closing entries in order for us to make a new cycle for accounting. Okay, so we go again to identifying the different transactions. Okay, usually this cycle of accounting ends by the end of the month. Okay, and then it continues after a year. Okay, and after a year, another 5 years, or etc. Okay, so these are the cycle of accounting, or the accounting cycle. Now, how does it relate to life? Because accounting is life. Okay, so if you are my former student, you will know what is this. Okay, this is our sign of accounting is life, or easy lang yan. Okay, the test is easy. So we make this type of hand signal. Okay, of course, I acknowledge the NWO, or the New World Order, for having this sign, or the click with Shawn Michaels and Triple H. Okay, they make that sign, okay, as a relief for or a signal for their friendship. Okay, so accounting is life. Okay, of course, in this topic, I adopted the accountings like according to Dr. Stephen Covey's two novels. Okay, these two novels, his two novels titled number one is The Seventh Habit of a Highly Effective People, and number two is The Eighth Habit. Okay, so I will relate the accounting cycle to Stephen Covey's uh, two novel, okay, The Seventh Habit of a Highly Effective People and The Eighth Habit. Okay, so let us go on. So number one, in accounting cycle, we identify the transaction. Okay, in the first habit of Stephen Covey's highly effective person, okay, we need to be proactive. Okay, in accounting, okay, we need to identify this transaction. Okay, how do we identify? We must be proactive in identifying those different transactions. There are some transactions that are not should be included in the accounts but was not recognized by the accounting, by the recorder or by the accountant. So in life, we need to be proactive. We need to learn our goals. We need to learn our priorities, or we need to act first. If we see something, therefore we act on it, or else. Okay, we must put this in our life. We must be proactive in life to be able for us to achieve our life goals. Okay, proactive. Think. If you think that it is therefore it should be included, therefore you must proactively act on it. Don't just stop on it. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, recording transaction. Okay, in recording transaction, we need to begin with the end of mind. Okay, what is the end of mind? It means what is our finished place. Or in recording a transaction, we want our transaction to be balanced. Or else, we need to go back again to our previous transaction. Okay, so number two, we begin the end of mind. What is our goal in life? Okay, number one, we must be proactive. It must be installed in ourselves. We must be proactive in everything that we do in life. And if we are proactive, therefore, we can think of what is our goal. What is the finish line of our life? What is our end of life? What is the end of our mind? So we begin with the end of mind. In order for us to achieve something, therefore, we need first to learn what is our objective. Okay? So same thing as recording the transaction. We want things to be balanced. Okay? So we begin with the end of mind. Okay? So number three, cycle, post the general ledger. Okay? Number three, in the Stephen Covey's seventh habit. Okay? Put first things first. We need to identify what type of accounts are we going to put first in our general ledger. So as our life. Okay, we need to learn our priorities. Okay, so we make mark on it. What is our main priority in life? Okay, of course, to achieve our goal. How are we going to achieve it? By being proactive. So we put first things first. Okay, same as the accounting cycle. Where does it begin? And it has an end. So therefore, we write things according to its chronological order, or whatever you think that is good for your own life. So we put things first. Okay? So number four step, we calculate the unadjusted trial balance. Okay? So we think we win. We are all winners. Okay? Because in adjusted trial balance is the most hardest part in the accounting cycle, because in here we need to identify the different accounting entries. Therefore, in life, we need to be win-win. We need to be positive. Okay, we need to be we need to have this kind of attitude. We need to be positive in everything that we do. Okay, positive lang, no negatives. Even though if it falls into a negative part, you must still fight for it. Therefore, you must be positive. Okay, win-win solution. Okay, so when we calculate, we win-win. Okay. Next, number five, we make unadjusting entries. Okay, how do we make unadjusting entries? Okay, we seek to understand to be understood. Okay, we make adjusting entries. Okay, so we therefore identify the prepaid, the unearned rent, and etc. Okay? So therefore, we already understand the record for us to make a judgment at the end. Okay? We seek to understand, then to be understood. If we want to be a leader, therefore we need to be a good follower. So we seek to understand, to be understood. Okay? So that's the fifth step of accounting is life. And then number six, create a adjusted balance. Okay? Or we simply synergize. What do we mean by synergize? Synergize, it means we need teamwork. Okay? One man cannot stand alone. Okay? Same thing as created adjusted trial balance. Therefore, in order for us to create an adjusted balance, we need to go back to our unadjusted trial balance. Okay? So, in accounting is life, we need to be synergized. We need to learn how to be a teamwork, how to be a team, and in order for us to lead a certain team. Okay, you need to be understood. You need to seek to be understand, to seek understood. Okay, so you synergize, you create a teamwork. Okay, and of course, number seven, creating a financial statement, or in the last seven habit of highly effective people. Okay, it's what we call sharpening the saw. When we talk about sharpening the saw in creating a financial statement, therefore, this is already a report, and from this report, we need to come up with an interpretation. So what is the financial standing of our company? So it means in seven habit of highly effective people, it means that we need to sharpen our saw. Okay, lifelong learning process. So whatever that we have done in our financial statement, therefore, in the next following year, before we created our budget, therefore, we already know about the outcome last year. So therefore, we need to adjust. We need to learn what type of adjustment that we have to do in this time. Okay, parang what we have right now. Okay, the new normal. All of us need to learn these new things. Otherwise, we will be stuck from the past. Okay, so all of us need to learn all of this because we need to sharpen our saw. We need to sharpen our mind. We are not stuck with this one. We need to move on. We need to move forward. Okay, so these are the seven habits of a highly effective person. So all of these seven habits that you need to install in your life. According to Stephen Covey, Dr. Stephen Covey, there is still one more step in one more habit that we need to install in our life. Okay, so that's the time we come up with the eight, or in accounting, making a closing entries. So how do we close? Okay, so in the eighth habit of Stephen Covey, he write this in his deathbed. Okay, sabi niya, from effectiveness to greatness. As you can see in my caption or in my pictures, I have here Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was a very good and effective player when he was playing in the Lakers. Okay, one an MVP, the most valuable player, five-time NBA champion. What else can you ask for? He became very effective in the game of basketball. So when the time he was died last January, his greatness has been shown to all the people who are living right now. His greatness in the NBA or in the basketball will always be remembered. So as our life go on, okay, how do we want ourselves to be remembered by others? Okay, so in the last novel of Stephen Covey, he write in the eighth habit from effectiveness to greatness. So that's how we create closing entries, because these closing entries we will create a new transaction. So as the effectiveness to greatness, after your greatness, this will be your legacy. And then from that legacy, we'll create another legacy. Okay, so that is why accounting is life. So let me just tell you a story. How does I come up with this title? Okay, number one. Okay, it is a taste of victory. Whenever I got a right balance on my worksheet, this is every word that you can hear for every accounting student. Okay, so it is a pride whenever you balance a balance sheet. Not only you get a perfect score when you balance the balance sheet. Okay, it is a dream or a fulfillment if you are able to adjust everything or be able to finish the whole transaction with a balanced record. So this is the word of an every student of accounting. Okay, a lifetime or a life of achievement as I pass the CPA board exam, a board passer. Okay, a board passer, a CPA board passer. This is what they have to do. This is what they say. Okay, it is an achievement. Not everyone can pass this board exam, but with uh, knowledge, with skills, with dedication and hard work, all of accounting majors will pass the board exam. And of course, as our life goes on, we achieve anything, a life full of challenges and opportunities ahead of us. Okay, so these are the achievers now. Why did I show you this caption from my student of accounting? Because we know we don't have to be afraid with accounting subject. Okay, accounting is easy because accounting is like this is from a professor encouraging his student to pursue the accounting study, even though it's hard. Remember, there's no easy way in life. Everything has, has its pros and cons, and everything is hard. Okay? Accounting is like, according to yours truly, Sir Sik. Okay? If you are my student in PIT, you know this, and I hope you are watching also, so that we can be grateful that you are right now a college student or a board passer. Okay, so don't forget to follow me at my YouTube channel. Okay, so at Ezekiel Edison Nemis at Facebook, NC Chronicle, and Ezekiel Edison Nemis at my YouTube channel. Okay, so thank you again for watching my video. I hope you learned a lot today.